Welcome to another episode of AgTech Digest, your go-to source for the latest in agricultural technology. In today's episode, we unpack a wave of breakthroughs and bold moves, redefining the crop protection and precision ag landscapes. From gene-edited rice gaining regulatory clearance in Ecuador to cutting-edge fungicide innovations poised for European markets, the pace of progress is accelerating. Strategic partnerships are driving disease resistance in vegetables, improving lettuce yields, and enhancing spray efficiency in permanent crops. Meanwhile, new tools are empowering students and growers alike, with smart ag kits hitting classrooms and real-time data transforming farm operations. We'll also highlight how Bootstrapped innovators are challenging industry norms, as well as how AI is playing a key role in farm service platforms and operational cost strategies. Plus, we'll explore new research in LED lighting, pollen storage, and algae-based disease mitigation, all pointing to a more resilient, tech-driven future. There's a lot to cover, so let's get started. The crop protection sector is experiencing a dynamic wave of activity, marked by acquisitions, regulatory wins, strategic exits, and bold new partnerships aimed at transforming plant science and agricultural resilience. Syngenta has acquired California-based Intrinsics to bolster its global biologicals platform, bringing proprietary technology in-house to accelerate sustainable nutrient management solutions for growers. Meanwhile, Cibus achieved a regulatory milestone as Ecuador approved its HT1 and HT3 gene-edited rice traits as conventional, allowing commercialization without the restrictions associated with transgenic crops thanks to the company's RTDS technology, which aligns with the country's seed laws. In a significant step forward for resistance management in cereals, Adama's Gilboa fungicide, which targets nucleic acid metabolism, has earned FRAC approval, paving the way for its launch in Europe by 2029, and a potential game-changer for resistance management in cereals. In another key development, Syngenta Vegetable Seeds and Tropic have formed a collaboration to leverage GIGS technology, accelerating the development of disease-resistant vegetable varieties and bringing resilient crops to market more quickly. Simultaneously, Bayer has announced its strategic exit from seed treatment equipment operations in Minnesota, a move reflecting a renewed focus on core crop protection in response to ongoing financial challenges and glyphosate-related litigation. Lastly, Veronomics and Pinnacle Seed have joined forces in a new partnership targeting the lettuce segment, with a shared goal of developing high-yield, disease-resistant leafy green varieties. The first product launches are anticipated in 2026. This week's editorial shines a spotlight on bold disruption in AgTech, as Chris Laudando's Radical Truth explores how building agricultural innovation from the ground up can challenge the venture-backed status quo. Laudando and Associates is taking a bootstrapped approach, self-funding its development efforts while championing farming entrepreneurs through its Catalyzer program. Among its impactful innovations is the Ellen and Azer module, a modular and efficient weed control system positioned as a serious alternative to chemical applications. However, Laudando notes that their progress has not been without friction, citing resistance from major agricultural incumbents and what he describes as a cooperation embargo intended to protect existing power structures. This founder-led journey stems from past experiences where Laudando lost equity in earlier ventures, prompting the creation of Laudando and Associates to retain control and uplift others with similar values. Looking ahead, Laudando envisions a transformative future by the year 2030, where farmers themselves own and guide the development of AI tools, fostering regenerative and locally adapted agriculture systems. Precision ag is gaining momentum this week with major developments across platforms, partnerships, and strategic investments. Aldara is leading the charge by rolling out Syngenta's CropWise platform across more than 220,000 farms in 4 countries, aiming to streamline data collection, reduce manual labor, and expand sustainable practices with improved real-time insights across its global farmland. Meanwhile, Fielden has partnered with ARAG to launch a digital flow rate monitor tailored for permanent crops, enhancing spray efficiency, enabling real-time tracking of spray data, supporting cost control, ensuring regulatory compliance, and factoring in weather impacts to optimize chemical use. In the funding landscape, PitchBook reports that although AgTech VC activity slowed in the first quarter of 2025, with $1.6 billion raised across 137 rounds, deal sizes and valuations increased, with ag biotech and precision ag as the top-funded segments and most exits occurring via acquisition, particularly in AI-driven breeding. In corporate strategy, CNH has unveiled a strategic business plan centered on artificial intelligence, innovation, and efficiency, with highlights including a refreshed tractor lineup, advanced combine technologies, predictive maintenance tools, and projected savings of $550 million by the year 2030 through streamlined operations and dealership investments. Finally, Microsoft and the National FFA organization are making an educational impact by launching Farm Beats for students nationwide, supplying 185 schools with smart agriculture kits that immerse students in AI applications, sensor technology, and digital ag tools to prepare the next generation of precision farmers. This week's interview shines a spotlight on Good Agriculture, a company dedicated to helping farmers refocus on farming by relieving them of financial and administrative burdens. With a strong emphasis on serving regenerative farmers, whose operations tend to be more complex, Good Agriculture combines artificial intelligence with human oversight to provide scalable, tailored support. However, despite the promise of its model, the company continues to face financing challenges driven by high land costs and a limited understanding of newer agricultural approaches among traditional financiers. Looking ahead, Good Agriculture plans to broaden its role by expanding into comprehensive operational support by the year 2030, further empowering farmers to concentrate on what they do best. Other news in the AgTech sector this week highlights key advancements and collaborations across diverse domains. Garden secured $4.5 million in Seed 2 funding, led by Navis Ventures to accelerate the expansion of its platform and commercial team. Its optical photosynthesis sensor and artificial intelligence platform are already operational across more than 20 crop species in polytunnels and greenhouses globally. Meanwhile, Solemn and Delphi conducted a joint study exploring dynamic LED lighting strategies in cucumbers, discovering that far red light plays a vital role during dark periods in maintaining plant health. Power Pollen received United States patent 12,245,587 for its innovative method utilizing solid particulates to preserve pollen viability during storage. Zevo Bioscience concluded a second collaborative research effort with the University of Delaware, evaluating its proprietary algal-derived formulations in limiting the spread of low pathogenicity avian influenza. Lastly, Anu partnered with Goodwill of Central and Southern Indiana to manufacture compostable seed pods for its artificial intelligence-powered produce growing system. The initiative was marked by a facility tour at Yost Avenue, attended by Indiana Governor Mike Braun and state legislators. Looking ahead to upcoming industry events, mark your calendars for the second International Electronic Conference on Entomology from May 19th to 21st, 2025. Then comes Reuters events, Transform Food and Agriculture Europe 2025, followed by the Commercial UAV Expo from September 2nd to 4th in Las Vegas, USA. Next up is the Taiwan Smart Agri Week from September 3rd to 5th in Taiwan. Be sure not to miss the Global Vertical Farming Show 2025 from September 10th to 11th in Dubai, UAE, and finally, Space from September 16th to 18th, 2025 in France. That wraps up today's episode of AgTech Digest. We explored the latest breakthroughs in crop protection and precision agriculture, from gene-edited crops and biological innovations to digital spray monitoring and AI-powered farm platforms. With bold shifts in equipment strategies, powerful new partnerships, and a strong push towards sustainability and farmer-led innovation, the AgTech landscape is transforming fast. It's clear the future of farming is becoming smarter, more efficient, and deeply connected to the needs of growers. Thanks for joining me. I'm Anna, signing off. Stay inspired and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.